Okay, so maintenance is happening and the patch isn't quite live yet, but they've already given us sort of like the details and everything like that for the actual banner. So I kind of wanted to do a should you summon for this. Obviously, we just had the one Escanor, and I would say if you do not have the gems guaranteed to go ahead and go for this character, I would say probably you want to skip it. And the main reason for that is that Meliodas takes a lot of sort of support as a character. You need to make pretty much a whole new team of commandments and stuff like that a lot of players might not already have built up. If you do already have them built up and you want to try your luck, obviously feel free. It's, you know, dependent on each player and how many diamonds you sort of have and what kind of, you know, prep you've already done and maybe already have done for a team, you know, to kind of support this character, because his like obviously the biggest part about him is his passive, which is if all allies are demons or those with commandments, increases own stats by 5% and decreases defense-related stats of all enemies by 15% for 2 turns when the ally takes damage, or when allies take damage, and it goes all the way up to 5 stacks. So that's 25% to his stats, which is pretty hefty. So it takes a bit of build-up, but it's honestly not like super crazy, because obviously they can hit you 3 times in 1 turn. Obviously you got to kind of like, I'm assuming because there's already been so much coverage of the character on JP, people are going to sort of, you know that they probably shouldn't attack you as much as possible, or else it's going to build up your stuff. Like they kind of, you know, have to do it precise and make sure that they attack correctly, or else they're going to end up just feeding you a bunch of stats and you're going to end up winning. But yeah, obviously the one Escanor is, you know, he's out. A lot of people summon for him. A lot of people are really having a lot of fun with him in PvP at the moment, and he's still going to do really, really well in PvP. From my understanding on JP, Assault Mode Meliodas has never really been the top meta team. The one Escanor has always kind of kept that title since he released. So I would definitely take that into consideration if you're just looking for, like, if you're just chasing the meta and looking for top meta teams to kind of keep progressing and keep staying on top of the game as far as PvP goes. You could probably honestly skip Meliodas and try to get him later if you really want him at some point. But right now, with this the Escanor banner just leaving, and then this banner is starting as soon as it leaves. It's going to be a really weird situation, because this is going to be out for a month. I'm pretty sure they're going to end up releasing the Mark II Valenti in about 2 weeks or so with the Red Easton. It could end up being a different unit. I'm not quite sure, but I'm almost positive that's what they're going to end up doing, because there's not a whole lot of characters left on JP that we don't have on Global at this point, unless they just end up releasing a new banner on Global or on JP in about 2 weeks, because they just now got Ozzo and Hawk, so it's giving, you know, Global a pretty decent chance to catch up at this point. And then I'm assuming as soon as the Easton and Valenti banner comes out and leaves in the 2 weeks after that, and the Assault Mode Meliodas banner will leave because it's been a month at that point, I'm pretty sure the new Festival Merlin is going to be coming out. So it's kind of just depending on if you want Meliodas or if you want Merlin, or if you would rather just save and skip both of those. You know, obviously you can just keep, you know, racking up your diamonds and, you know, wait for the next best thing. But I don't know. I'm super excited for the hero. Obviously, the banner is going to be pretty standard. From my understanding, they have changed it a tad from the original banner. They do have the Archangels on the banner, which is a really good thing. Obviously, if you have pretty much a 25% chance, if you pull an SSR in a multi, to get a pretty good character, because all of the Archangels are good in their own right. Obviously, you want to get Assault Mode Meliodas probably if you're, you know, summoning on the banner. You know, some of these commandments could be really good. Red Zeldris's are pretty good to pull if you don't already have him 6/6, but some of these are coin shop units, so you may have already bought a couple copies of them, not sure. It just depends on you. But Blue Droll is obviously a really good support character for Assault Mode Meliodas. Gloxenia is actually a pretty good character in general. Like, she's actually pretty decent. She's not very meta at all, but she's actually halfway, like, decent. The Green Fraudrin is another one that you would want a lot of dupes of if you really want to take, you know, I guess full advantage of his passive and everything like that. Monspeed's pretty good once you get his ultimate all the way up, because it adds extra ignite stacks to his ultimate. The only thing that they've really changed, though, is they put Blue Melascula, Red Estarossa, and I don't know who else it was that they put, but they took out 3 characters and replaced them with extra commandments. And they originally on the JP banner had the New Year's unit, so it was Green Demon Meliodas, Red Elizabeth, and Blue Jericho. And a lot of people seem to be upset by that because they were kind of hoping that this banner was going to have those New Year's units on it. I don't think it doesn't really affect me a whole lot, but I can understand where a lot of people are coming from. You know, just any chance to sort of get seasonal units is always kind of a nice thing. And they kind of just replaced them with sort of trash units. Like green or blue Melascula is not good. Red Estarossa is one of the worst units in the game. And like I said, I don't remember exactly who the other unit was that they replaced, but yeah, they left the movie units on here for some reason. Which I guess it could be a win, I guess, technically, if you need Elat, but Bellion is absolute trash, so probably not the greatest thing in the world. They are going to do 10 free tickets and everything like that for the special missions, which is going to be kind of nice, so you'll get a free multi there. But other than that, that's pretty much all for the banner, so it should be a 4% banner, just like all the other festivals and everything like that. It's just going to obviously depend a lot on your particular situation, and you're going to have to kind of gauge the situation. If you don't have the Archangels at this point, this is a pretty decent banner to go ahead and summon on, because the Archangels are just really good in general. Ludo, even if you can't like max out a Ludo, his Grace is really, really good just to put on as like an associated unit. They're all good. Like, the Archangels are crazy. So I'm really excited for the banner. Hopefully you guys are too. If not, obviously easy skip. So that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully I kind of helped you, sway your opinion or whatever. If not, sorry about that. But anyways, that is pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Feel free to subscribe for more content in the future. And I will see you guys in the future, in the next video or whatever. I don't know. I keep repeating myself. See you then.